That's a note from Admiral Carey. They've decoded another message, today's. Carey's outside now, Mr. President.
Have him come in, please.
Admiral Carey?
Come in, Admiral, come in.
You'll forgive me, Mr. President, but the Secretary left orders that no matter where he was...
Have you got another message?
Yes, we've got one. Oh, may I, sir?
I think he's entitled to that.
Well, this is nonsense. It's impossible.
What is it, Cronin?
You remember, sir, we asked them how, with their free use of cosmic energy, they were prevented from blowing each other off the face of the map.
If they have an answer to that, I'll welcome it.
Well, according to this, they submitted the question to their supreme leader. You say spiritual, Bill.
I'm not sure it shouldn't be something even stronger. Godlike was Dr. Stokes' translation.
What is the message, Chris?
You have been given knowledge and have used it for destruction. 7 lifetimes ago, you were told to love goodness and hate evil. Why have you denied the truth?
The Sermon on the Mount. On Mars.
But don't talk nonsense, Linda.
Love goodness and hate evil? What else would you call it?
Well, I don't understand it.
I don't either, Chris. But I'm glad we installed the oscillograph, because once the messages are recorded on film, no one can accuse us of garbling them.
Well, Mr. President, I said I'd never voluntarily suppress a message. But I was wrong. This one can't go out.
Why not?
Well, it doesn't make sense. It's not scientific.
Oh, maybe it's the one scientific truth we've forgotten.
You mean you take this message seriously?
We took the others seriously, didn't we? If we were right to release one message, we must release this too.
Mr. President, you know the panic those other messages have caused. Loose a wave of religious hysteria on top of it, and every crackpot and his brother will be lecturing on street corners.
Mr. President, you're worried about national security. Is there one word in that message that threatens our security? Or anyone else's?
And solution, there was none. Save in the rule of Christ alone. My father was very fond of Emerson. May I see that message, please?
You're not going to release it?
Your arguments in defense of scientific freedom have convinced me.
Well, this time Cronin is right, Mr. President. We can't hitch our wagon to that star.
We've switched stars, Mr. Secretary. Now we're following the Star of Bethlehem. That message is to be broadcast all over the world, in all languages, exactly as decoded.
Die letzte Mars-Sendung hat keine weitere Erklärung. Wir wissen nur, dass wir es mit einer Person von höchster Wichtigkeit zu tun haben.
Полученная сейчас радиопередача с Марса пока не может быть полностью расшифрована. Единственное, что понятно в настоящий момент, это следующее. Исходит это сообщение от таинственного лица, которое марсиане называют высшее существо. Слушайте, что произнесло это лицо.
Yes, yes, Calder, I heard you. But what does it mean?
Why ask me?
I'm an expert on electronics, not religious movements. Are there any other messages? Questions by the thousands. There are no answers. Are there any other messages? Questions by the thousands. There are no answers. Bother the questions. Let us know when they answer.
I know I am not alone in being struck by the phrase with which the message begins. 7 lifetimes ago are the words. But we know that the Martian's life is 300 years. So 7 lifetimes is about 2,100 years. Or, as near as one could ask, to the era in which the carpenter of Nazareth went forth to preach his message. Is it only coincidence that the message he broadcast 2,000 years ago should again be broadcast from the Supreme Being on Mars? If so, then how explain that this authority should know what we on Earth were told 20 centuries ago? Or is it possible that the man of Nazareth and the man of Mars are the same?
Get them curlers out of your hair.
What for?
We're going to church, that's what for.
Do you feel all right?
Now, look, don't argue with me. Get the curlers out of your hair. Let's get dressed and get out of here. This ain't no time to take chances.